day and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very unique, very different, you can call it, kind of hairstyle. I just randomly got the idea the other night and I was just like, I need to do this. It's a really cool idea. I haven't seen anyone do it. I need to do it. Hopefully it turns out as good as I thought it will. It's supposed to look Tumblr-esque and Pinterest inspired kind of Christmas hair. There's no particular picture, but it's supposed to give off that vibe, that image of it. But yeah, anyways, I hope you like this video and let's get started. So I'm starting off by dividing my hair in the middle into two and then taking a middle back section from the back of my hair and I'm separating it, as you can see here. See, this is the problem with girls who have curly hair. Should have brushed it. And I'm just dividing it and then I'm separating it by tying off the bottom section. So now that it's separated, I'm just splitting that into three and I'm doing a French or Dutch braid. I'm doing a Dutch braid. It doesn't really matter which braid, but I just tend to be lenient towards Dutch braids because it just looks cooler. But it's up to you. So yeah, I just did that with the piece that I divided with, and yeah, fast speed, fast motion. Now you don't really have to do this, but I choose to do this just because I've got thin hair. I like to go back to the braid and just pull up the sides a little bit to add more volume to it, so it looks a bit thicker, but you don't really have to. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that braid and I'm wrapping it around it into like a little circle. Make sure that it's like flat against your head and it's not too tight but tight, so it won't fall out during the day. And what you're going to do next is important. You're going to have the bobby pin around it, like hide it underneath the little barrel or little braided bun, if you want to call it that, and secure it like crazy because you don't want it to be falling out, which could cause all the other braids to fall out. So make sure that you secure it all around it and make sure that it's not moving around. And you should now have something kind of like this after you take the bottom section out. Now taking a small section from the front of the hair, I'm just doing a rope braid, which is basically just splitting that part into two and just like wrapping it around each other to get like this rope looking braid. And I'm getting a bobby pin and as you can see here, I'm putting it over the top, I'm wrapping it around over the top of the braided bun that we made, not underneath, over the top. And then I'm bobby pinning it by sticking that loose piece underneath the bun and bobby pin that in so it's secure and hidden so you can't see the little flailed piece at the end of that rope braid. But make sure it's over the top and around, not from under and around but over the top, and you'll see why afterwards. And so I'm basically doing the same thing on the other side. Yep, curly girl struggles. I'm just doing the same thing by splitting into two and then doing that rope braid. Just a small section from like the front of your hair, like right at the front, where that front part is. And as I'm doing here, splitting into two, and then I'm just wrapping it around each other basically, as you can see. It's probably one of the easiest braids to do. And then I'm wrapping it around the top, the same thing on the bottom, I'm wrapping it around the top, and then I'm going around the braided bun and then bobby pinning it with the bun. Now I'm taking a smaller section from underneath that rope braid, that piece of hair, and I'm splitting that into two and doing a rope braid again. Same thing, but the difference here is we're going to attach to the braided bun by going underneath. See how I'm doing it there, and wrapping it around the bun, and then I'm just bobby pinning it. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, so you've got two options now. You can leave it plain and simple like this and just leave it like that, which I still think is really good. It's very practical, very elegant too. Or you can add a little extra. I found this decoration laying around the house and I just took it and I just put it into the bun at the back and it looks very festive. So that's it. And now for the second tutorial, which is a more fancy party updo kind of look. So I started off by parting my hair at the back. Now taking that section, I'm going to be splitting it into two, and I'll be Dutch braiding one side and Dutch braiding the other side and holding it in place with bobby pins. But at this stage you have to be cautious, so make sure when you get near the end of the braid you change direction and cross over, because that's the direction you want the braid to go in. If you don't, you'll get this weird loop on the other side when you fold it over to do the milkmaid braid, and it's just going to look really funny. So make sure you cross over if you've got long hair. So even if you've got short hair, try it too, which may be a bit more difficult. But try it and it will work out. It'll be all worth it, trust me. And once again, I'm just thickening out the braid because I've got thin as that hair. And I'm doing the same braid on the other side. So now I'm just doing a basic milkmaid braid with the bottom pieces. There's plenty of tutorials of it on YouTube, even on Google. I'm just wrapping my hair over and pinning it down with bobby pins like crazy. And then you do basically the same thing over to the other side, so they both lay down flat. And you get this really cool layer of braids on your hair. You'll see what I mean on Google, like there's plenty of tutorials, trust me. So we're basically doing the exact same thing with the remaining parts of our hair, but I'm just pushing one side, clipping one side away. And instead of doing a normal braid, I'm doing a Dutch braid, but like a gathered Dutch braid. There's a word for it, but I forgot. Like a French braid, but Dutch. If that makes sense. Am I doing a Dutch? No, okay, I'm doing a French braid. There you go, I'm doing a French braid from the roots of my hair all the way down to the remaining pieces of my hair, and I'm just holding it together with bobby pins, and then I'm doing things, I'm pulling the side to make it thicker again because I've got thin hair, and I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side, as you will see. Now that you have these little two friends, we're just going to do the normal milkmaid braid, and I'm just taking one side and placing that on the top of my head and pinning it down, and then doing the exact same thing on the other side. Make sure you're doing this step that it's secure and that it's flat and that you have a lot of bobby pins, because you don't want one side to like come undone during the day. And so I'm just bobby pinning it flat, so the sides that pop out a little bit, I'm just pressing them down, and I'm using a bobby pin to just stick them through it. Also the one in the middle to connect the two braids together so they form one giant, awesome, epic, cool looking braid. Once you're done securing the hell out of that braid with bobby pins, you can leave it like this. Like, it still looks really cool, simple, it still looks pretty fancy, but you know me, I need to add something more. There always is something missing. So this is how it looks. And as I did in my rain video, Merry Christmas, got to remember, I added pearl earrings and I just attached them to the braids of the hair, and that's the whole thing. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry that I am so delayed. I know it took me 3 weeks to upload a video and I didn't realize it took me that long. I was so frustrated. I was like, my internet was so slow. It took me 4 days to upload my last video. 4 days to keep trying, and I've been busy with other stuff, so it's just been like, time management wise has been crazy. But I hope to get my schedule back on track now because I have time. And yeah, I really hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. Subscribe to this channel and I will see you next time. Bye! I just genuinely want to thank you for your support for this year. It really has meant a lot. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and happy holidays, because you guys are amazing.